And we know a stronger Europe is better for all of us. A stronger Europe works with the United States to deter the threats we have in common as partners. And this is why we believe that trade wars and punitive tariffs make no sense. Tariffs act like a tax. They drive inflation. The hardest hit are inevitably workers, companies, the small income, the middle classes on both sides of the Atlantic. And we know how quickly tariffs can affect essential transatlantic supply chains. We do not believe that this is good business, and we want to avoid a global race to the bottom. But as I've already made clear, unjustified tariffs on the European Union will not go unanswered. And let me speak plainly. We are one of the world's largest markets. We will use our tools to safeguard our economic security and interests, and we will protect our workers, our businesses and consumers at every turn. Of course, we're ready to find agreements that work for all, to work together to make each other more prosperous and more secure. Ladies and gentlemen, at the heart of this is, of course, defense and the security of Ukraine, of our continent, and of the wider world. In this room, we all feel it, what's at stake. This is a moment in history. Great challenges loom. There has been a lot of talk in the last few days, but it is always instructive to look beyond the words and to recognize that we are just at the beginning of this process. Let's take stock of the starting positions. Contrast the approach taken by President Zelensky and that of President Putin. In the most difficult of circumstances, President Zelensky is prepared to work towards a peace that honors the sacrifice of his country and his fallen compatriots. As Volodymyr Zelensky said from the start, Ukraine wants peace more than anyone else. One that is just and lasting, so that the horrors of the last 3 years are not revisited ever again. On the other hand, President Putin says he's willing to meet, but on what terms? It is up to him to demonstrate that his interest is not to prolong this war. It is up to him to show that he has given up his ambition to destroy Ukraine. And let me be very clear. A failed Ukraine would weaken Europe, but it would also weaken the United States. It would intensify the challenges in the Indo-Pacific and threaten our shared interests. Because what we have seen is the authoritarians of this world are carefully watching whether there's any impunity if you invade your neighbor and violate international borders, or whether there are real deterrents. They are watching us very carefully, what actions we choose to take. And this is why it is so important that we get this right. Ukraine needs peace through strength. Europe wants peace through strength. And President Trump has made clear the United States is firmly committed to peace through strength. So I believe that by working together we can deliver that just and lasting.